Greetings, greetings. This is Body Culinary and giving you all a warm a shout out this evening. And so I just came on very quickly to share with you some of the progress. I feel a sneeze coming on. It's coming off of a long air conditioned bus ride. So I just wanted to share with you, first of all, one of the goodies I got today, um, which is passion fruit. This is one of the most delicious things I have ever tasted in my life. And sometimes, looks can be deceiving from the skin. I don't know if you can see. And I'm in a different location now because I am extremely exhausted. I think I've been up since before 4 this morning with a really packed day. So I just wanted to share with you also. Um, this is what I would say is a beautifying food. It's full of water, but the flavor is like so intense and tropical and tutti frutti. And so something else I got from the market today. This it looks just like a crimson pear, except for the bottom looks different, right? If you can see over there, this is actually a Malay apple, right? And yeah, it tastes very very floral, and it's not as sugary. It's not as sweet as a pear. So I'm going to enjoy this. I don't want to smack in your ear, but usually when you're eating these passion fruits, you just scoop this out. I remember when I was in culinary school, we would make cakes and we use this as part of the frosting. Mm, that is so delicious. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been embarking on some Chinese lessons on Mandarin because they're different languages. There are different Chinese languages as Cantonese and Mandarin, and maybe some other dialects. Those are the two I'm familiar with. So I'm taking Chinese, and I'm really excited. And then also, I just started studying Japanese with a friend. So I'm going over the katakana, the romaji, and the hiragana, the alphabet and some of the characters and the distinctions, and also some of the sounds of the letters. So I'm really excited to be learning. And today, I just came from taking a really fantastic yoga workshop. So it feels really, really good to be in a class again, learning, because I'm really a lover of education. So the workshop today was on arm balances and headstands. So I really love handstands and headstands. Sometimes you can be a little anxious because if your neck is not strong and you don't do it properly, you can really jack your neck up. So I've known of several people that have messed their shoulders and their neck up in yoga. Sometimes our ego can be so attracted to doing all of these different poses, and we may not be considering alignment. And so then we're muscling through the poses. So it was a fantastic workshop at Airbender Yoga Studio in Central America, and with a young man, a gentleman from Mexico. Also, I didn't realize, I know Mexico is close, but the amount of time that I traveled over to this other area in Central America at the same time would have taken me to get to Mexico. So that was an epiphany. That has me excited. Plus, there was some really some really good people in the workshop today. So it's really nice when you go somewhere by yourself. And I encourage folks to sometimes, especially young folks or women, to go out. So, if you don't have anybody to go work out with or embark on a new adventure, go on your own because you'll meet people when you get there. So those are things I'm really excited about. Usually finding like new, delicious food that are also beautifying foods, as well as the Mandarin class, which is a little challenging. So I have some homework to do, and as well as the Japanese. Those are some new things that are happening. So I invite you folks, to make a positive use of the internet because it's fun, it's challenging, and they're things that I want to learn. So I'd love to hear from you if you're studying anything new. And just an update on these locks. I finally got all of the gumminess out of my hair, so it's nice and light again. I don't know that I will ever go back to oil. Right now I'm really turned off because I had to strip my hair down for it to get light again because it felt like it was really really gummy and waxy. So If I use shampoo, it is a natural shampoo. I've discovered it's much, much better to use something that's all natural with no parabens, no colors, no dyes. The quality of the shampoo feels totally different, and the hair doesn't feel stripped down, but it is stripped down from the what do you call it, from the oils. And now my hair is already a brown color. So as we it's feather light, which is what I really enjoy. So um, as it gets a little bit of length, it's kind of irritating to feel like you have wet, waxy, oily ropes, on your back, and it's also really hot where I am. So this feels like more of a relief. Also, for folks with very, very fine hair, it's always this constant meditation and acceptance. We want the hair to feel heavy or weight. I don't know, maybe psychologically we make that feels it may feel to us like we have more hair or it's denser or psychologically like it's gonna do what other hair does, but it doesn't. It's more fluffy. So it always occurs more and more to let the hair frizz out. There are so many products to help us control the frizz, but that's what this hair it likes to puff out. Um, if you really think about it, it doesn't want to be tamed in terms of the edges. So there's always this exploration in terms of what the hair does. So I'm finding let the hair do what it does. So I'm not going to get a big bubble dread. I don't even think that would look good, being that my hair is not my strands are not very they're not very dense. So, and although they do um, grow away from the lock, and I know that's a concern for many people with very fine hair. What I found that I can do instead of doing all that interlocking, right, which would be, again, I would see my whole scalp and just too much tension from my hair. It's just all I have to do is take, because there's an afro down at the bottom, all I have to do is take and poke this right in there. So there's still no only what I want. That's what's appropriate for this cottony kind of hair. But I tell you, it's a relief to have it so lightweight. It feels like a relief. So again, there's some here, and as I mentioned before, now you can see they're starting to grow in flat, and I don't mind flat at all, because actually, as it's complementary, because my hair is so fine. I'm finding actually the flat locks, flat and fluffy, is complementary. In addition, what I'm also finding with my crown as it continues to grow is that styles, even though I like say like two cornrows or two twists, things that really compact the hair down. So it's soft, but if I want it to stay nice and fluffy, which I think is complementary, I have to really watch styles that compact and compress um, the hair. So these are different things I'm finding out on my journey. I have been natural going on about 30 years. So, but locks is something new. I would say I didn't even realize my fourth lock anniversary or whatever. I don't think about that stuff so much, but has passed. So, yeah, this is it. This is what it's looking like. And again, I'm just using the cucumber rinse on my hair, because not cucumber spritz, because that is nice and light. And I actually think it's really soothing to the scalp, and it's not leaving any buildup on my hair at all. Plus, I can spritz it as often as I want and don't have to constantly order bottles of rose water. So if you want, you can even add like a drop of rosemary to it, or lemongrass, which is my favorite essential oil. Right. So I just want to give you a quick update. So again, if you should happen to go past some Malay apples, which you might have to go to the Caribbean for that, or some passion fruit, which they might charge your arm and a leg for, but if you can get your hands on some, enjoy and learn something new today. Right. It really keeps you fresh and young, just like eating fresh, whole living foods. All right, folks, check in with you soon.